Hello, welcome to another edition of Robin's Fanatics TV with me, AJ, and today's match vlog is about the pitching Isthmian League Premier Division fixture between Carshalton Athletic and Brentwood. Before the game today, Robins was sitting in 17th place in the league, still only 2 points away from the relegation zone, and Brentwood are currently vying for playoffs and are currently sitting in 4th. In the fixture earlier this season, away, the Robins lost 3-2 back in September. Brentwood, who got promoted from the Isthmian North, have had a really fantastic season, first season in the Isthmian Premier, and they're still vying for playoffs even at this late stage. Team changes. There was 3 team changes from the Dulwich Hamlet game last week. Nathan Young-Coombs, Denzel Akimpong and Eddie Alsop all came back into the starting lineup, and Kola Salami, Musa Diarra and Ben Mandali all were replaced. A quick match report, which was quite a topsy-turvy match. Carshalton took the lead in the 15th minute. Luke Reed, currently my player of the season, I've got to say, fired home a lovely ball from a passing midfield and fired it home to make it give the Robins a 1-0 lead. But it didn't last very long. Within literally a minute of that, Brentwood equalised with an unfortunate own goal from Ficaro Antiwolgan. A pass was put in the box, and he turned it in past his own goalkeeper to make it 1-1. And that's how it stayed after quite an even first half. But in the second half, Brentwood stepped it up a bit, and they took the lead 10 minutes into the second half. Kimani Thomas received the ball. He cut in and fired home into the top corner to make it 2-1 to the visitors. But Carshalton weren't to be thwarted, and on the 67th minute, they benefited from an own goal as well to make it 2-2. Tolo Ladapo low cross was turned in by Brentwood defender to make it 2-2. But this kind of gave Brentwood a bit of a boost, and for the last 15 minutes or so, they came at us and we struggled to deal with it. 77th minute, they took a 3-2 lead. Again, Kimani Thomas cut in and fired in, and the goal was absolutely identical to his first one, which gave them the 2-1 lead. Carshalton defence didn't clear their lines properly. And then after that, a demoralised Carshalton succumbed to a 98th minute goal from their top goal scorer, Daniel Ogunleye. And he fired in from outside the box, a lovely strike to be fair, for his 20th goal of the season. So after that, Welling went above us in the league because they defeated Dulwich 2-0. And so Carshalton find themselves sitting in 18th place, just 1 point now off the relegation zone. And Welling looks like they're pulling themselves clear, so it looks like that last spot could be between Carshalton and Cray Valley, who drew with hashtag, if I remember rightly. Hashtag that, already going down anyway because that's what they requested. So overall, disappointing that this late in the season, sort of the bad form's kind of returned after that good sort of unbeaten run of about 4 or 5 games, undone by Dulwich last Monday and carried on today by Brentwood. I mean, Brentwood, to give them credit, I mean they've had a fantastic first season in the Isthmian Premier. They came up from the Isthmian North last season, and they were top of the league for quite a lot at the start of the season. But Folkestone sort of got their engine in gear, and Brentwood had a bit of a poor form, and Folkestone swapped places and top. Of course, went on to win the league. Carshalton, like I said, 2 of the goals were absolutely identical, and one was just really unfortunate. It's we still. I mean, we seem to be scoring goals, but we're conceding more. The problem, before we wasn't even scoring goals, so we sort of got one bit done, but another bit sort of worked, not worked. But it's a disappointing result. With 2 games left, the fact that we're only 1 point above the relegation zone, and our next fixtures, our last 2 fixtures are away to Averley, who are providing for the runners-up spot in the Isthmian League, which is just what we need. And then we finish at home to St Albans on the following Saturday, who are just outside the playoffs, I think, but kind of going to finish in mid-table. But Carshalton, I hate to say it, I think we could be in a little bit of trouble here. I mean, there's 2 games left. I was kind of hoping that little form that we had, that 5-game unbeaten run, kind of pulled us away. But no, it didn't really. And we find ourselves just 1 point off the relegation zone with 2 left to play. And we got 2 quite difficult fixtures as well. So I think Cray Valley have more difficult fixtures, but I think we're just going to have to just do our best we can and just try and win the games and put it in our own hands. That's all we can do. But Averley's going to be a tough ask next week, and if defence today played like they did today against Brentwood, we're going to struggle. I mean, Averley, they came down from the National South last season. I'm looking for a quick return back up to there. So they're currently holding second spot, quite a way behind Folkestone, who I've already said have won the league. But Carshalton, good first half. Second half, Brentwood stepped it up. We did get back into it, but we gave away 2 identical goals, and it wasn't a great Brentwood. A good enough side. I didn't think they were anything special, but they had enough in the tank to come through it. And I thought maybe we were sort of trying to get something out of this. We went 2-2 and 3-2 down, 7-minute stoppage time. And we thought, well, maybe we can still get a point out of this, which I would have been more than happy with. But unfortunately, it was them that took the goal and scored in the 98th minute to make it 4-2. So give the Robins another 4 goals conceded at home. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough going for us at the moment, and it doesn't get any easier. So I don't want to be too pessimistic about it. Like I say, Welling play their game in hand against already relegated Potters Bar Town on Tuesday night. I think Welling will win that one, and then they'll put themselves out of it. And then it will just be between us and Cray Valley. Welling are sort of they've had a really good strong end of the season, because they're in the bottom 4 for most of the season, but they've hit good form and just got themselves out of it. And I think a win against Potters Bar on Tuesday will put them safe. So but overall, I mean, the support was good. We had a really good crowd there yesterday. I think it was 641. One thing that was a bit just pathetic, really, is we got a really good group of young fans coming and supporting the club now. And in the first half, the first 10 minutes of the first half, they were sort of building up a really good atmosphere behind the goal. It was obviously the club rules not allowed to take drums into the ground because they don't have the operating license, whatever bullshit that is. So the kids improvised and used the top of a bin to sort of broke up an atmosphere. And then someone who was glaring over at them about 5 minutes sooner came round, and the fun police came round and told them off for making too much noise. I mean, you want an atmosphere, you want the guys to sort of get behind the noise. And it wasn't annoying. They were just banging the top of the bin, getting the rhythm for our songs, and they were all joining in. But the fun police come around and told them to stop doing it. It's too noisy. We're not allowed to have drums or anything like that. And the kids there, I mean, the kids I say kids, they're sort of teenagers, sort of between 13 and 16. I mean, I say it's really good youth support. Started singing songs about certain someone. It was actually him that went round and told them off. I mean, this guy that is in charge of our club has already alienated one generation of fans, including myself in that. And now it seems like he wants to alienate the younger group of fans as well. So, these young kids that are going are the future of Carshalton Athletic. you know. And if if you're going to go down and tell them off for supporting their club, which is supposed to be a family club, yeah, you've got a family club as long as you be quiet and shut up, you know. Yeah, they're going to think, well, I can't be bothered with this, and they're all going to drift away, and then you've lost a whole load of support. You know, I mean, I was told that you can bang the drum if we score a goal. You know, bang the bin if we score a goal. Apparently, that's what he said to him. So anyway, we scored the goal. Kids were about to drum the bin, and a steward comes along and takes the bin away. I mean, to howling boos from everyone behind the goal. You know, the poor guy. You know, he's a lovely bloke, but obviously he's working for the boss, and the boss has told him he's got to go and move it. So he got, you know, he's a lovely. He got a bit of good-natured stick, but he was like, "Well, don't blame me. I'm just doing as I'm told," kind of thing. But yeah, it seems the owner wants the football to be played in a library. Doesn't want no noise or anything. I mean, it wasn't annoying banging or anything. It was within rhythm, and you know, it was getting us to sing behind the goal, give the lads the support, because the lads need all the support they can get at the moment in the way they are, and at the bottom of the league table. So we need to get behind them, and then we get behind them, and then we're told we're making too much noise because we're not allowed to sort of bang the bins, and you know, it's pathetic. You're alienating a young generation of fans here. I mean, they've easily said they think, well, do you know what? Sod him, I'm not coming back here no more. And then you've lost. Then you're going to lose more fans for the club, which, you know, at the end of the day, the fans are the heartbeat of the club. The feet coming through the turnstiles. But if you're going to go tell them off just for making a little bit of noise, you know, because they don't have an operating license, whatever that means, I mean, you're going to lose them, you know. And I think the fact that top level football is so expensive now, and I've noticed that, you know, I do all of the local teams, and most of the local teams have got a really good young support coming behind them. Merson have got terrific youngsters behind the goal, and you know, other clubs are rightly forgetting some, you know, Queen's Park Vale getting some, you know. The next generation are being put off by top level football because it's too expensive, so they go and support their local team. But then if the local team owner starts telling them off for making a lot of noise, then they're going to think, why am I bothering? You know, I'll go somewhere else, go and support Sutton or, you know, Croydon or Tooting or Balham, you know. And, you know, I just don't know. I can't say too much, really, because I'll probably get in trouble, and, you know, the guy hates me, I hate him. So, and, you know, it's a mutual hatred. But, you know, the fact that he came round and told the kids off yesterday for making too much noise, pathetic. You need to concentrate on other things, mate, like worrying about the team getting relegated. That could possibly be relegated to the Isthmian South Central next season. You need to be worrying about that as opposed to worrying about a few fans making a bit of noise behind the goal, trying to support the team, which is what they're doing at the end of the day. But, you know, obviously he wants the supporters just to be quiet and not say anything and not upset the upset the tray. So, well, I've said that. I've had my rant. I mean, I don't know. He doesn't even watch these, so I don't really care. But, you know, he won't like what I say. But it's the truth, you know. And you know, we've got an owner at the football club which does not understand non-league football. And he's been there for many, many years. You thought he'd learned something by now, but no, he's stuck in his ways and will not change for anyone. And he alienates everyone that pisses him off, basically. So, yeah. So anyway, on that note, I've had my rant now. I mean, all those young fans, if any of your young fans watch this, you're great. We love your support. Sorry that you had to go through that yesterday, but please keep coming down, because your support for the lads behind the goal is electric, and the boys need support, all the support they can get for the last two games of the season. So keep coming. Please don't let him put you off, because you guys, most of you, you're the future of Carshalton Athletic. When the older generation have all gone on their separate ways and gone whatever, you're the next one that's going to keep the Carshalton spirit alive. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep coming to the games. Don't be put off by the owner. and just keep coming and support the boys like you've done all season, and it's been terrific. So keep that going. Yeah, so on that note, I'm going to end this vlog now. Gone on about 15 minutes, but probably not much about the game in this one. But that really irks me, But that's the way the club is run, unfortunately, and it's not very nice. So, on that note, I will be back on Saturday for the Averley game away, and I will come back for a vlog for that one, and I will bid you a farewell. So until the next vlog, thanks for watching, and until next time, arrivederci.